Yo, I'm back courtesy of Starbucks. And I actually just filmed a video, but turned out when I looked at it, it was upside down the whole time. So I had to do the whole fucking thing over again, which fine. Been away for a while. I don't like to do that, but my life just turned into a shitstorm, and shit happens, and it may or may not have involved me, trying to get into human smuggling. It may or may not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, UPS gives you a problem when they hear, a girl banging on the box. Lay out! Lay out! I want my parents! I mean, they're all like, I can't ship that. Fuck you, whatever. So, oops, guess I demonetized, said the F word within the first 3 minutes. You can't do that, right? If you say like the F word within the first 3 minutes, you're demonetized. Oopsie doopsie. Like going to be anyway. But, it's been weighing on my mind, so I gotta talk about it. I know it's been a week or whatever. The debate. The presidential disastrous debate that if I didn't know any better, I would have just thought was a really bad SNL skit. Like, like, what are we doing? We are in so much trouble in this country. Either way, I'm just gonna say it. I know there's some people out there who love Trump. Even if you love him, you gotta admit he's a fucking psycho, okay? And even if you don't want to admit he's a psycho, you have to admit now, whether you agree with or not, he is a felon. He's been convicted as a felon. Please explain to me how a felon can even think of running for president when they can't vote. You know why he can be president? Because the people who thought we were smart, back in the day with the wigs and shit like that, thought like, should we write in that in case anybody's ever a felon, they can't be president? Okay, nobody's that fucking stupid, all right? So just sign it as it is. All right, let's light the fireworks now. Okay, fine. That's what they thought. That's exactly what it was all about. No one thought it would get to this. That's how sad we are in America in this point. So, you know what? I voted for Biden the first time around because I just wanted Trump's ass out of there. That was me, okay? I admit I vote, and I've said before, especially my friend Eric, I've said, listen, I vote. I know some people don't vote. I do it because, listen, I've never served in the military or whatever. I have great respect for them. I know people died. I mean, literally died, and it was bloodshed for my right to just get off my fat ass and go vote. So I vote for that, all right? That's why I do it. But yeah, I voted for Biden last time. Was I super happy about it? Wasn't my first choice for candidate. But again, I would have voted for a retarded Cocker Spaniel over Donald Trump. I still would probably vote for a retarded Cocker Spaniel over Donald Trump. But I also would probably vote for a retarded Cocker Spaniel over Trump and Biden at this point. Because did you see the debate? I planned on watching 10 minutes of the debate. I ended up watching the whole fucking thing because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. First of all, they had to make it now, because baby over, let's start with, big fucking orange baby, who's just a big toddler who can't listen to any rules. Do you know how much he's fucked shit up? I'll prove how much he's fucked shit up. Not only can we not have an audience at the debate anymore, because his crazy, cult followers will be like, woo, he said something funny. Some dumb shit will happen. We can't have audiences, all right? And we're going to say, because of COVID. No. It's also because of his ass. Let's be real here. And they have to put buttons on. They have to silence mics now because he would still talk. They did that. That's a Trump thing. They did that for him. That's how much of a baby they've had to make for this man. I'm surprised that somebody doesn't run out every 5 seconds of the debate with a sippy cup for him. I said I want my apple juice sippy cup. I said I want it. Where is it? So anyway, okay, he's a big liar and everything he says is a lie. But now, at least I know he's psychotic and dangerous. I mean, I know that, and the whole January 6th thing kind of gave it and all that. And there are some people who are even fans of mine who are like, he didn't tell anybody to do anything. You people are not dumb. I know you guys. I know you guys are not stupid. I know you guys know that if I made a speech like, yeah, this one channel really was fucking with me. Really big time. They're going to be in that building over there. And you know what? I think it's bullshit, and they're going to delete me, as a matter of fact. So, since you all gathered here, I think we should just march over there. I don't know. Just see what's going on and everything. I'm asking for trouble. I'm asking for trouble. And if someone had warned me, like got me in a car and the secret YouTube service said, Mr. J, they're going over there with like nooses and stuff, and they're actually trying to hurt people inside. And I answered to them, well, I mean, they're not hurting me. I don't think you'd think I was so swell. But okay, off him. The things have been said 1,000 times by now. Let's talk about Dawn of the Dead over here. So, I wonder also why they had the debate in June, because from what I can remember all my life, I was usually, by the time debates came around, I was in like a light jacket. Like it was fall. It was usually fall when the debates came around, because in Chicago it was cold outside. So then I'm just like, why is it me? Is this a new thing? I didn't know. Then I find out Biden, I think his camp had pushed for it. I think Trump had too, but I think Biden's camp really pushed for it. And my thing is, if they did, all of them should have been fired the next day. Did you see Grandpa stumbling all over the place? It was horrifying. I literally was sitting there in my own like self-pity of things going, I had, I looked stupid because I had nobody next to me on the other side of me to go to, like, you know how sad that is? You're alone in your apartment going, Advil, Advil, Advil. I mean, just some of the highlights were, when Grampy started talking and then just forgot where he was and what he was talking about. I mean, it was some question, I don't remember what the question was exactly, but, it was some dumbass. It's like some CNN reporter with slick back hair going, okay, Mr. President, President Biden, this question is for you. 50, 100,000 million illegal Mexicans came over the border, and instead of going to Taco Bell like they promised, they all dine at IHOP now. Are you going to tax Nike sneakers any higher for the rich? And so he starts like, well, I'm glad you brought that point up, because, and right away I'm like, what? He sounded like, I'm sure if you had that mic like right up there, you hear like, if you made that sound in an urgent care, they would say, go to ER. Don't even get him here, because we'll get the lawsuit if he falls down and doesn't wake up, if you know what I'm saying. You don't put him on stage like that, and especially the way he looked like he'd already been embalmed. He looked like he was wearing funeral makeup. What do you people do? You look like Casper the Ghost. And then he goes, so about the question, he gave me, and then that happened. Kitties sometimes, they go purr. And when I listen to Debbie Gibson on vinyl, I remember that Laura Ingalls was on Little House on the Prairie, but Facts of Life still was my favorite 80s sitcom. Can I have pudding now? Like, what the fuck? What is this? And it kept going on, and he started to get a little bit of himself back, but it wasn't. I mean, he couldn't even yell. Remember Biden 4 years ago? Do you remember that Biden? At least Grandpa was a little ornery, still a little bit, not the favorite, but he could still. Remember, he's like, "You are the worst president." He couldn't even do that this year if he wanted to. He would have been like, "You are." What? What is he say? And the only thing I agreed with Trump the whole time was like, I don't know what he just said, and I don't even think he knows what he just said. I'll give him that. That was a good line. I will give Trump one thing in my entire life, and it was that. And then I'm looking at the other, and I'm like, it was so astonishingly bad that I had to do double takes when I was like listening to coverage later of the lies that Trump was telling, because I was so focused on him. I'm like, is there an EMT? Like, is there anybody that, do we have paddles? Or something? Shit, give him to Trump. He can at least run across this day. Trump had a look of concern on his face. Trump had a genuine look of concern at one point. I don't know if he just was like he's this guy bullshitting, trying to throw me off my game, or is he like really like, is he gonna peace out right now? I'm like, I gave him the best academy ever. Every day was a 1950s paradise, all white. When I was president, we never had litter. There was no ozone layer. I mean, when you see all the lies later on that are just lies, and I love his shit about the January 6th. That was my favorite line of Trump's. I got to give it up to him. Well, no, see, I called Nancy Pelosi, and I'm like, Nancy Pelosi, do you want some National Guards to come over? And she's like, no, I'm barricaded behind, an angry mob trying to kill me. How dare you? I don't want any National Guards. I don't need any help. I'm a strong, independent woman. And she hung up like a little girl. I mean, she's a woman, but, like a little girl. No, there weren't nooses or anything out there. There weren't people that actually died. There weren't, like, these your maniac fans assaulting police officers who they say they love so much. That wasn't happening, but whatever. But the spin afterwards is what fucking got me, just burned my pussy. I'm telling you right now, just got me fucking so mad, was because it was some honest. Right after the debate, CNN, I've never seen so many people stunned in my life, but they were honest. I don't know like I feel bad. Like he is not healthy. He cannot run. We need to replace him. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, yes. If you're on that side, not if you're Team Trump, whatever, go for it. But if you're on that side of the fence, you need to, because he is going to lose. There is no doubt. No doubt. No, I would say no doubt. No doubt. Never say never. Never. No, he's not. He's not going to win if he is the candidate. He's not. Okay? So they were all making sense. And then got a hold of PR people. And this is what I resent. The PR bullshit that comes the next day. Everybody has a weak performance. Nancy Pelosi's ass sitting there lying like she's involved in anything anymore. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Find out what's up with your gay husband who got beat up by his lover. We all know that that's what it really was. Just shut up. Listen, I'm a little partisan, but I ain't that partisan. I'll call all you motherfuckers. All right? We got like the geek who's guessed every election ever. I don't know. He always has a 50-50 chance of being right. Maybe he just got right a bunch of times. I'm just saying. They always put him up as he's like some expert. No, he's a guy who never got laid. I mean, he's got time to like look at all these. Well, if they have salt and pepper pews by the time that they're 47 years old and there's a harvest moon that year, that person's going to be president. Shut the fuck up. Get him off my screen, geek. I'll punch him in the glasses. I hate that dude. I don't like him. I can't stand him. Little know-it-all prick. He'll come to you like you're some king or something. Then shut up. You go have pudding with Biden, okay? Maybe you can play bally together. I mean, he likes that. But they're spending it the whole day. It's like fucking the former governor of California or senator, whatever, Gavin Newsom. He's a slick back guy who knows better and could be a replacement candidate sitting there doing this shit. Well, I mean, I think you did great. We all have a bad night. Did you see TV? Did you see what I saw? Did you? No. You don't get to say. Don't you fucking tell me Grandpa did great when he's barely able to breathe and forgets where he is and what he's talking about. Replace him. And then we get Kamala Harris. Look, they better not replace it with her. Fuck her. I'm gonna say that right now. You know why? Because the bitch lied. The bitch came out right away and does this shit. I'm focused on how I see Biden every day for the past 3.5 years, and he is on point. And I'm not worried about one little bad debate performance. Yeah, bitch, but if it was up and he's out, your ass would be front and center talking bullshit. So if you got the chance to be president, oh my God, you'd be like, he's incompetent. He don't even know what he shit himself. Every day he shit himself. Like we were eating some dinner together one day, and we had a meeting about some foreign policy bullshit. I don't know. I was on the phone with my girl Shaquanda. Anyway, we were talking, because she be talking too much sometimes. I mean, I like listening, but I don't always like hearing all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for some of the mess, but not all the mess. So we were sitting there. I'm like, what smell? And he shit himself again. How much you shit yourself? Now we gonna wipe you up. I ain't wiping you up. I ain't your mammy. I ain't your wife. I don't know what fuck you looking at me for. And he started throwing at my face. I'm like, oh hell no. Secret Service had to hold me back. He lucky they were there. That's the type of bitch she is. But we're so screwed. We're so screwed. Either way, we're screwed. It's just, at this point, it's kind of ridiculously funny. It's sad. It's tragic. If I have to hear one more thing, and then the latest thing on the whole thing is, there's some executive action passed by the Supreme Court, which a lot of right-wingers, let's be honest, I'm sure they would swing Democratic if it was mostly Democratic. I get it. But he got convicted of a bunch of felonies, and now they're basically saying, well, he might have had executive privilege when he paid off a porn star. So there's no rules, apparently, for him. Or anyone now. Fuck it. Why can't I go rob a store today? I just want executive privilege. What do I have to do yet? Apparently nothing is illegal anymore. The president can do anything. I'm an American. Why me? I'm going to start with this Starbucks. I'm going to go in there and demand free drinks. I'm going to say, we're going to make America great again. They should have Make America Great Again Starbucks. That would be really good. Like, I don't know what kind of drink it would be. Something that really peppy would make you a little bit tan and lie pathologically for about an hour. And if it was a Biden drink, you would take 2 sips, fall down, get up, laugh about it, and then forget what you were going to say.